Now this next one, this is a problematic one. This sometimes gets us in trouble. But I'm going to make the statement. Eros is a type of love. And it is a God-given love, because all love comes from God. The Greek word was associated with a God of love, Eros. And unfortunately, some of the traditions and religious expressions in the Greek culture that came up about this God of love were perversion to what we would normally think of as love. So the Eros became associated with sex rather than love. That may be true, but the word meant romantic love. And romantic love is a gift of God. How do you know? Go to Genesis chapter 2, verse 24. If romantic love is not a gift from God, I don't know what this verse means. Somebody's going to have to explain it to me. Who can read that? Genesis chapter 2, verse 24.
Therefore shall a man leave his father and his mother, and shall cleave unto his wife, and they shall become one flesh.
Hello, somebody. There's leaving and a cleaving that Eros love performs. And it does. It cuts off from one branch and cuts off from another branch. Cuts off a branch from one tree and cuts off a branch from another tree. And it takes those two branches and grafts them together and forms a new tree. And it's love. It's a love. It's a love that's very important. Because with Eros, we have the continuation of the race. Human beings continue because they fall in love and make families and have children. And this is a wonderful thing. Now, it gets perverted and it gets messed up. Yeah. Everything does. So, to be honest with you, Storge gets messed up and perverted too. We just don't talk about it. People who love their family so much that they lie for their family and cheat for their family and excuse all kind of crime for their family. That's twisted Storge. Well, there's twisted Eros too. Where you fall in love and you believe that love means that you can behave unrighteously. But there are examples in the Bible. I was thinking of Jacob. It says that when he fell in love with Rachel, he made a deal with his uncle. Mm-hmm. He said, Uncle Laban, I'll work for you 7 years if you let me marry Rachel. Mm-hmm. And Uncle was a dealer, man. He knew how to cut a deal. Yeah. He was the Donald Trump of his day. And he said, work for 7 years and then I'll give you Rachel. Yeah. 7 years first.
Oh, yeah.
But the Bible says, this makes me excited when I remember it. The Bible says Jacob worked those 7 years, but they seemed but a few days for the love that he had for Rachel.
Yes, all right.
That 7 years didn't seem like 7 years. Yeah, I guess every day that hard labor, he said, that's all right. One day, I'm going to be with my Rachel. Amen. So, there's a pureness and a beauty. Nothing like the marriage bed undefiled. God honors it. God loves it. God gave Eros to us. It's a type of love, and it is from God. Okay, the third one is also, now this is a nice one too. This is something else. Filial. It means friendship love. You know, there's nothing quite like, and this really does happen. You meet someone. Now, this wouldn't necessarily be a member of your family because you kind of met them when you kind of born into that and you met them. But you meet someone that you don't know, and maybe you have something in common, You like this activity, they like the same activity. You meet on a common ground. And you find that maybe there are other things that you have in common. In time, you develop a friendship. That concept, that idea, is what Phileo is describing. It's the love of friends. They're not forced to, they didn't have to develop a love for one another. It's not romance. And it's not family. It's just the quirky kind of thing that happens when two people kind of get to know each other and they find they like each other. Once spend some time with each other. Best friend. BFF love. BFF love. And we see it illustrated in the Bible also. Not perhaps always with the word filial, but still the concept is there. I want to show you, this is one that I think is really good. Luke chapter 11, verses 5 to 8. This is a description of, it's a picture of filial love, I think, and how strong it can be, and how significant it can be when you're talking about your friend. Talk about friend. Because there's a lot of people we call friends, and we really mean acquaintance. Somebody we know. Maybe even somebody we can shoot the breeze with every once in a while. My dad has a lot of acquaintances. He has a lot of acquaintances. And he'll say, my friend, this is my friend. Well, we know. His family knows. My father-in-law had a lot of friends. He talked to anybody. But we know the difference when they have a friend. Both my father-in-law and my father have a small circle of men who they're really close to, who they tell the truth to, who they really go out on a limb for. Take a look at that verse from Luke 11. Who's got that? 11.
And he said unto them, which you do shall have a friend, and shall go to him at midnight, and say to him, Friend, lend me 3 loaves. For a friend of mine is in his journey, has come to me, and I have nothing to set before him. And he from within shall answer and say, Trouble me not, the door is now shut, and my children are with me in bed. I cannot rise and give thee. I say unto you, though he will not arise and give him, because he is his friend, yet because of his importance, he will rise and give him as many as he needs.
Thank you, Sister Scott. Yes, you know the real friend is the one that can make a demand on your heart. And what the image that Christ is describing here in this story is one where the friend has a need late at night. And he says, I know my friend will meet my need, even though I'm waking him up in the middle of the night.
Yeah.
You see, because if he was just an acquaintance, the brother would say, no, I can't come down to you. I'd have to wake I can't wake these kids up. It's late. It's much too late for this. No, you're going to have to make do. Or come back and see me in the morning. That's what you say to an acquaintance. But when he's a friend, something inside says, no, I got to help him.
Hold on.
And you rise up and you go to his and meet his need. Friendship is from God. That's the key to it. It really, that filial friendship pulls you into a situation perhaps that may be even dangerous for you. I remember Jonathan and David, they had that kind of filial relationship. And when Saul was trying to kill David, David came to Jonathan and told him, your father wants me dead. My life is worth nothing. And Jonathan said, wait, I got to test this thing out. He went to his father and gave him some excuse why David wasn't in town. He told him I gave him permission to go with his family and such and so forth. And because Saul perceived that Jonathan was hiding David, he picked up a spear and threw it at his son. Like that spear he had thrown at David a while before. Called his son a son of confusion. And would have killed him if Jonathan hadn't moved quickly.
Yes.
And Jonathan was able to go back to David and say, yeah, you sure are right. Dad wants you dead. Stay hid, man. Stay hid. But Jonathan had a filial love for David.
That's right.
And David knew he could count on it for Jonathan to go out and intercede on his behalf. Yes. And maybe even have to dodge a spear. David knew I could count on Jonathan to do this. He loves me. Jonathan loves me. Yeah, those are real examples of love, and they're all given by God. God created Storge. God created Eros. God created Philia. And God created one more, though. Agape.
Yes.
The God-like love. Now, the interesting thing about the other three, they can each be experienced by the unsaved.
That's right.
You don't have to be saved to have Storge love.
No.
That's right.
You love your family. There's some people who have given their lives for their family.
That's right.
And were unsaved. They didn't have a relationship with Jesus Christ, but they had that love. That love, it's given by common grace. You can have an Eros love. People who are not saved fall in love and marry and raise families and are devoted to each other and don't cheat on each other. I don't know what to say about folks in the church that end up in adultery. Because there's some unsaved people who know better. Oh,
Yes.
I don't know what to say about adultery as it crops its head up in the church.
Yeah.
And it's a great challenge. The church struggles right now statistically with failed marriages almost as much as the world does.
Yes.
Our percentages aren't much better than the world for divorce and separation. But there are unsaved people who stick it out.
That's right.
Remain committed to one another. So that's given by common grace. You can be unsaved and have Eros love. You can be unsaved and be a good friend and have filial love. I had some good friends in the world who made some sacrifices for me.
Yes.
And sometimes when you look around, this can happen to you. Sometimes you look around for somebody to meet you in your point of need, and you look to your brothers and sisters in the church, and they're missing in action.
Yes, sir.
But that joker that you ran with when you're in the well will come up and meet your need.
Yes. Yes.
Where did he get that from? He did get it from God, but he didn't have to get it from being saved.
That's right.
He could develop a filial love without salvation.
Oh, yeah.
Yes, sir.